This segment of the news is brought to you by Finance of America. For all your mortgage needs, call Amy Childress or Shannon Keller at 702-372-6607.
Over the past 2 decades, numerous studies of diet supplement use have found little evidence of benefit, but the industry continues to grow. This abundance of new information affects supplement use among U.S. adults. A new study in JAMA looked at trends in dietary supplement use from 1999 to 2012.
This health tip is brought to you by
Desert View Hospital and Mountain Valley Physicians Group. Don't put your health on hold. We have time for you. Call us to schedule your appointment. 775-751-7100.
In recent years, dietary supplements have grown into a $32 billion a year business. And as the industry has expanded, so has research into the possible benefits and risks of taking supplements.
Supplements are tremendously popular. In the late 1980s, more than a third of Americans were using these sort of products. And today, a little more than half of all American adults use dietary supplements.
In the current issue of JAMA, Dr. Peter Cohen discusses the results of a new study examining trends in dietary supplement use among U.S. adults between 1999 to 2012. A total of 38,000 people were asked about what vitamins, minerals, and supplements they used. The results were compared over the 13-year period to identify trends and changes over time. This time period was also an era of intense investigation into the health effects of supplements. The National Institutes of Health invested several $100 million into research on supplements, only to find most have no significant benefit.
There was very high use of supplements going into at the start of the study in 1999, 52%. What's interesting is that didn't budge at all over the next 13 years, and it was exactly the same, 52%, at the end of the 13 years.
Dr. Cohen says he is surprised that supplement usage has stayed the same, even though studies have shown that many supplements have little to no benefit.
And how will a consumer know if a supplement has certain side effects or risks? These are things that are not well presented given today's regulatory environment, and I think those are some major questions for the near future.
Laura Berger, The JAMA Report.
Thanks so much, Laura. Multivitamin or multi-mineral use decreased from 37% in 1999 to 2000 to 31% in 2011 to 2012. Marty Greenfield, a local shop owner who suffered from a painful heart condition, took part in a life-saving medical trial. He spoke with us about his story and how he's doing now.
June of last year, I got a hold of UCLA, Dr. Jonathan Tobus. He is the head of cardiology over at UCLA and also the director of intervention research for cardiology. And the reason I got in touch with him was because of the fact that there was no other hope for me with my heart after 9 heart attacks.
Wow.
So we went and saw him, and he did some small experimental stuff on me to try to loosen up some blockages that were in the arteries. But due to the fact that the instruments were not small enough and that I had coronary artery disease, he asked me if I felt like and was comfortable with the fact that I can go to a research program. And I said, yes, if it will give me a better quality of life, I'm willing to do anything. So he got a hold of the individual in charge of coordinating the research program. And for 3 months, they tested me. And I logged everything daily on how my body was doing and how my heart was doing. And at the end of 3 months, Baxter Laboratories Pharmaceuticals approved me as the first individual ever for UCLA after thousands of people who had gone through to try to become approved. And I was the first. And I was approved for stem cell injections into the left ventricle of the heart. The stem cells gave me a whole new leaf on life. Presently, my oxygen levels are fairly good. My blood levels are excellent. I have new vessels growing every day out of my left ventricle, which gives blood flow to the heart.
So is that what the stem cells actually do? They're growing new vessels?
Growing new vessels out of the left ventricle. It's an interesting concept. I wasn't sure what was going to occur and how it was going to be, but when 3 years ago, a little bit over 3 years ago, doctors put their hands up in the air and they leave you for dead, and there's nothing else anybody can do, there is help. There is research out there that can help everybody.
Well, the VETrans bus can take veterans to much needed appointments. Here's how.
We pick them up, take them to clinics, doctor's appointment, and take them to the pharmacy, and we take them back. It's Monday through Friday. It doesn't matter what time of the morning or what time in the evening. You need to call VETrans 24 hours in advance.
And then, do you guys go into Vegas?
We're working on that.
This is part of the 4 buses that we received here in Pahrump to transport people around town. The VETrans one is the first one that we've actually got on the road as part of the transportation board that got this all together. How's it going? It's
starting to pick up. It's starting out slow, but it's picking up. I'd like to see more veterans out here that can't get out. I was talking to one a couple of weeks ago when I first started. He fell in love with this VETrans because he can't get out. He has no way of getting out to go to the doctor's appointments and go to the pharmacy, and he's stuck in his home. I said, we take care of him.
So what's the hours that you guys have the bus going?
It's supposed to be 9 to 3, but if a person has a doctor's appointment at 7 o'clock or 6:30 in the morning, I go pick them up at that time, and I run until I get the last person home.
Are you the only bus driver right now?
Right now, I'm the only bus driver, and we have a relief driver in case I have a doctor's appointment or something like this.
Are you looking for others?
In the future, we'll probably be looking for more.
And here's the big question. How do people contact you?
You can call VETrans.
775-572-VET.
Yes.
All right, and that's the number to call to book a ride?
To book a ride.
And a fundraiser will be held tomorrow, Tuesday night at McDonald's.
So election night, we're doing a fundraiser for a student that he was in an accident, and we're trying to raise money so he can fix his car and, be able to transport himself to Vegas.
So what time is it going to be held?
It's going to be from 5 to 7, so anybody that's out there voting, make sure you stop by and have some dinner and help out a student.
Can people make any donations here, or how can they do that?
Yes, also, aside from coming in and buying your dinner, you can also get a VIP table, which, one of us will take your food to the table, and you can donate $5, and that'll go directly to the student.
And so from 5 to 7 p.m., Tuesday night, election night.
Yes, please come on down and, enjoy a Big Mac.
And we'll return in just a moment.